Hey, what's up, guys? Another day, another dollar. But I got in a fender bender this morning in a Walmart parking lot. No, it was not my fault. We exchanged insurance. There was this old lady, and she was just lost on GPS and just backed into my car. And then she was like sobbing and apologizing, and I felt really bad. She was just lost. Like, she didn't really understand GPS. She's like, I don't know where I'm going. Like, I don't know what to do. And she backed into the back of my car. Feel bad for her, kind of. You know, she was just lost lady. You know, so. But yeah. Oh, by the way, if you fuck with this hoodie, code HORSEMEAT retaliation drop, March 15th. So today's video is about not being able to get hard during sex. You know, so I get DMs a lot. This is a DM'd question. I'm gonna just try and remember what this dude said to me. God, this feels like a Hodge Twins video, dude. I'm an OG Hodge Twins fan. I actually think they got a similar message back in the day. I'm just gonna do it again with the DM that I got. I think he's 18 or something. He was like, hey, Logan, like, I don't know what's going on. I've been dating this new girl for 2 months or something. And every time we have sex, I can't get hard. But when I'm like by myself beating off, like I can get hard. So I would say there's a couple possibilities here. First one being you're nervous. Second being you're gay. Third being you're watching too much porn or just beating off too much. You know what I'm saying? You're too much cock beating. I don't know really how to give advice, because this is not really an advice account. This is more like me just talking about shit that's on my mind. Or you're too drunk all the time. I mean, I have struggled with no. I have never struggled with ED. But there's times where I'm either semi-hard, I am like 3/4 hard, or I'm just not hard at all. You know what I'm saying? So there's been times where, I mean, alcohol related, like I don't smoke weed, but back in high school, if I ever drank and smoked weed, I don't get hard. If I actually smoke weed at all, I can't get hard. If I'm just drinking, I can get hard every single time without fail. Honestly, it actually might make me harder. But there's been times, you know, where even with my girlfriend, right, I'll smoke weed, right, and and this has happened multiple times, you know, even in high school. I'm like, oh, maybe you can just like suck me off a little bit, you know, like, and she's like sucking my soft meat, and it's like a little gummy worm in her mouth. She's like trying to like globbing it. It's just flopping everywhere, and you know, I'm like, oh fuck, like, and then because I can't get hard, I start spiraling. You know, I think this happens to a lot of people. I start spiraling out of nervousness. Like, because I can't get hard, I start getting nervous, and nervousness also leads to the inability to get hard. So now that I'm already flaccid, and now I'm also nervous, I am double flaccid. You know, and I'm closing my eyes, I'm doing everything I can. I'm like, please, God, please let me get hard. Like, I'm like praying almost. But sometimes it just doesn't pan out, and then it's kind of just like an awkward conversation, like, hey, like, I'm sorry, you know, like, I don't know what happened, like, I failed you, you know, maybe she's horny, and she's just like, oh, you know, like, it's okay, like, blah, 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 you know, and that's either I am, and it's also happened, like, where I can't nut. I mean, I made that whole video, but yeah, a lot of guys have trouble getting hard. I would say you got to push yourself to the brink of horniness. So stop beating off. Stop watching porn. Don't nut. And every man, it's encoded in your biology, unless you actually have medical erectile dysfunction, that eventually you will be so horny that you will get rock fucking solid. You know, and maybe it's not like a full hardness problem. Maybe it's like a half chub thing where like you're only getting like a percentage of hard. And like I don't know if a lot of guys can relate, but like sometimes you're like looking at your dick and you're like hard and you're like, I swear there was like more. You know, I know that there's like more in the tank. you maybe poke it a little bit. It's giving you too much. Your dick is giving you too much give. You know what I'm saying? Like you're pushing on the shaft. You're like, it's a little too much give. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know myself, and I know that when I'm 100% hard, there's like no give, dude. It's like imagine a steel rod, right, in your hand. When you push on the sides, that steel rod is not giving you any give, right? That's 100% hard. But like sometimes you feel the sides and you're like, you know, I'm getting too much give. You know, it's like, this is not 100%. You know, and sometimes, dude, there was one time when I was like, hey, I just want you to know, like, my penis is bigger than this. This is not full mast. And she's like, why? Like, am I not attractive? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. But, you know, I also know guys, right, that to save themselves the embarrassment, right, of not getting hard, they will blame it on the girl. So, like, let's say they're not getting hard because of too much porn, or they're drunk or something like that. Rather than being like, hey, you know, I couldn't do it, I'm sorry, they'll just be like, hey, you're just not sucking me off good enough. You know, maybe you're just not attractive enough. Like, it's your fault, you know? And then they'll flip it on the girl. And then the girl feels all sad, right? And it's horrible. But they saved themselves the embarrassment. I think that's a fucked up tactic, you know? But is it effective? Yes. Another thing, you know, make sure you're getting proper blood flow. I don't know how to check that. Maybe you have low blood pressure. Maybe you should go running more. Maybe get a stronger heart. I actually noticed that when I do cardio, my erections are harder. And maybe that's like a placebo thing, but I do think that maybe some better blood flow, stronger heart will lead to stronger erections. That's complete bro science, but you know, hey, I don't know. I have some friends that did some steroids. They hopped on test, and they said, and I look, I'm not telling you to go do steroids. I've never done it, but they said that when they were on, right, the sex was, they just felt so much. And if you watch my podcast with Niall, I think we talked about this in the beginning. He said it too. Like, you're just like, your shit's hard as fuck. You're more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? But on the downside is when you get off, all that shit is done. You know, you're crashed. And I actually talked to the girlfriend of a dude, hopped on. She said when he was on, the sex was way better, but that, like, emotionally he wasn't there, but the sex was fire. So yeah, I mean, I would say overall, like, you know, maybe go running more, start swimming, do some more heavy duty cardio. Like, I'm not talking about that 30 minutes on the treadmill. I'm saying, like, go run, go swimming, do laps and shit. Like, maybe join a rec basketball team. Stop watching porn and beating off. If ED is actually a thing, like, yeah, then I would say don't do it. Be horny. Make sure you're having sex with a girl that, like, you're attracted to, because sometimes if you're just not attracted to her, then, you know, you're not gonna perform. Like, there's been times where, I don't know, couldn't bust because I was kind of like taking an L. If you do all that shit and it still doesn't work, get medically tested, and then if that still doesn't work, you're gay. You're gay for sure. I think you should just become gay. I don't think you're attracted to women. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, also, if you're like a sex addict and you, like, I don't know, you're going to orgies, like, you're a swinger, and you're, like, super into it, maybe you need, like, certain things to get off. Like, I don't know, I was watching that kink video on Jubilee where, like, I don't know, this guy was like, yeah, unless I'm tied up and I'm, like, barking like a dog and being walked on a leash, like, I just can't get hard. So yeah, maybe you have some, like, weird, I don't know, like some fucking, like, perverted thing that you need to have happen to get off. That's always a possibility. I wouldn't rule it out, you know. But yeah, man. Yeah, code Horseman on retaliation. Got in a little car accident this morning. Forgot. I literally just remembered that. So Not my fault though. So, you know, hey, we're chilling. We're chilling. Yeah. So I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope this helped, and I hope you guys are doing good. So I will catch you in the next one. Peace.